Can a $65 pair of earbuds actually deliver premium sound? I mean, it's kind of the ultimate holy grail of consumer tech, right? We all want that flagship, immersive audio experience, but honestly, none of us really want to drop $250 to get it. So when a legacy audio brand drops a budget-friendly pair packed with high-end promises, we gotta ask ourselves, is this the deal of the century, or is it just too good to be true?
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're putting the JBL Vibe Beam 2's marketing claims to the ultimate test. We're not just going to take the manufacturer's word for it. Instead, we're diving deep into the data from over 5,000 real customer reviews to find out what happens when the shiny spec sheet meets the real world. So, let's get into it.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll hit the manufacturer marketing promises, look at sound and noise cancellation, and check out battery life and daily use. Then, we'll pivot to what real customers are actually saying before wrapping up with the final verdict.
Starting off with Section 1, the manufacturer marketing promises, or basically what JBL claims you're going to get.
What's really interesting right out of the gate is this number, $64.95. That is a highly competitive, super eye-catching price point. In a market where premium earbuds can easily run you triple this amount, JBL is aggressively positioning the Vibe Beam 2 as the ultimate value play. But what exactly are they packing into that $65?
Well, on paper, they're packing in a lot. You're getting IP54 dust and water resistance, which means, they can totally handle a sweaty workout or getting caught in a light drizzle. They feature the latest Bluetooth 5.3 tech for stable connections, 8mm dynamic drivers for the sound, and a feature usually reserved for way more expensive models, multi-point connection. This means you can connect these to up to 8 different devices and seamlessly hop between your laptop and your phone. For the price, this spec sheet is honestly incredibly impressive.
Moving on to Section 2, sound and noise cancellation, or the pure bass promise. A major selling point here is what JBL calls smart ambient technology. It's essentially a customizable transparency mode. It actively listens to your surroundings, filters out the annoying, distracting noises, but lets you control how much of the outside world you actually want to let in. So if you're out jogging near traffic or just need to quickly order a coffee, you don't have to do that awkward thing where you pull an earbud out of your ear to talk to someone.
And of course, being JBL, they heavily market their exciting pure bass. But does it actually hold up? Well, looking at a verified 5-star review from a user named Miss J. Sahar, she notes that it has a good bass sound and not a bunch of trouble. So right away, the data shows that for many users, that core audio promise, that signature punchy JBL sound, is totally being delivered. JBL also promises you won't be that person on the conference call who sounds like they're trapped in a wind tunnel. They've packed a 4-microphone system into these buds, 2 on each side. The whole goal here is to isolate your voice and cancel out the ambient noise around you, so your phone calls stay crisp even if you're walking through a busy, breezy park. Now, all these features are great, but they literally mean nothing if your earbuds die halfway through your commute. Let's look at Section 3, battery life and daily use, powering through the day.
40. That is the massive number of total playback hours JBL is claiming here. Now, the crucial part is how that breaks down. You get 10 hours of continuous playtime in the buds themselves, plus another 30 hours of charge waiting inside the case. It is worth pointing out that this 40-hour metric is calculated with the active noise canceling turned off, but honestly, even with that caveat, that is top-tier battery endurance for any price bracket. And if you do manage to run them totally dry, they feature a brilliant quick charge capability. You just plug the case in via USB-C for 10 minutes and boom, you immediately get an additional 3 hours of playtime. It's one of those features designed specifically for those chaotic mornings when you realize you completely forgot to plug them in the night before. To round out the daily use experience, the earbuds integrate with the JBL Headphones app. And this isn't just a gimmick, it actually lets you customize your equalizer to fit your specific music taste. It even has this cool relax mode that plays peaceful sounds to help you chill out. For budget earbuds, having robust software support like that is a massive plus. All right, but enough about what the manufacturer says will happen. Let's move to Section 4, what real customers say, the spec sheet versus the streets. We analyze the data from over 5,000 global ratings to see what the real consensus is. Overall, it's a strong performance, an average of 4.2 out of 5 stars, with 66% of buyers giving it a perfect 5-star rating. However, a combined 14% of buyers are leaving critical 1- and 2-star reviews. So what exactly is causing that divide? When you break down the review sentiments, the pain points become super clear. For value for money, the sentiment is overwhelmingly positive. People definitely feel like they're getting a great deal, and the sound quality is largely praised. But when it comes to fit,
Well, the consensus completely flips. 99 positive mentions compared to 116 negative mentions. The physical fit of these earbuds is, without a doubt, incredibly polarizing.
Let's look at what the happy customers are saying first. Reviewer CJ left a glowing 5-star review, stating they love the deep customization in the app, and they specifically pointed out that the ambient modes work flawlessly, allowing you to hear everything around you in real time with no delay. When these earbuds work for a user, they really seem to punch way above their weight class.
But then, we see how this builds into the physical design issues. A reviewer named Dark left a 3-star rating, pointing out a very specific physical flaw. They mentioned a bump next to the ear that prevents the earbud from seating fully, meaning they have to constantly adjust them. This specific physical design choice by JBL clearly isn't playing nice with every ear shape out there.
And this anonymous review really hits the nail on the head regarding the dilemma. Good noise canceling and sound quality, but even with the smallest earbud, they won't stay in my ears at all. I mean, imagine having great sounding audio, but the buds physically fall out of your head when you walk down the street. It completely undermines all that impressive technology.
We also have to impartially report on the reliability data here. Out of 198 mentions of reliability in the reviews, nearly half of them were negative. While plenty of users are enjoying flawless Bluetooth 5.3 connections, a notable percentage of real-world buyers experienced a much different reality. Left earbuds mysteriously dying, charging cases that just stop holding a charge, and occasional bugs when trying to connect to the app.
So, bringing all this data together, let's move to Section 5, the final verdict, weighing the pros and cons.
When we weigh it all out, the consensus is pretty clear. On the plus side, you've got incredible marathon-level battery life, deeply customizable sound through a dedicated app, and overall fantastic value for the money. On the minus side, you've got highly polarizing fit issues because of the physical shape of the earbud and some mixed reports regarding long-term hardware reliability.
But just as a quick reminder of how subjective all of this actually is, let's look at a 4-star review from Dan. While some users can't even get them to stay in while sitting perfectly still, Dan says they are perfectly fine for his intense workouts. We're talking kettlebell swings, the elliptical machine, lifting weights. He says they stay in the ear fine. He just had to use the larger ear tip attachments to lock them in. For Dan, the fit was an absolute non-issue. Which leaves us with this final thought to take away from our explainer today. The JBL Vibe Beam 2 undeniably packs premium audio tech, smart ambient features, and massive battery life into a $65 package. But the data clearly shows that their physical design is a bit of a wild card. So the real question is, are these impressive budget features worth the gamble on how they will physically fit your specific ears? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and remember to always keep questioning the data.